There's a quiet fear many people carry inside them. The fear of being stuck. We look at others moving forward, growing, succeeding, and we whisper to ourselves, "Why can't I find my way?" But we forget, even the most confusing maze has an exit. You just haven't reached yours yet. Today's story is for anyone who feels trapped, confused, or directionless. Listen carefully. This story might show you the way forward. In a peaceful village lived a boy named Ewan. He was thoughtful, gentle, and always tried to do his best. But deep inside, he felt lost. When his friend Daniel set clear goals, Ewan felt confused. When Layla planned her future confidently, he felt directionless. Even when someone talked about dreams, he whispered, "I don't know where my life is going." Every day, the confusion felt heavier, like a maze he couldn't escape. One afternoon, a wise old wanderer named Sage Alaric visited the village. He was known for helping people see beyond their fears. Ewan approached him and said, "Sage, I feel trapped inside my own mind. Everyone else seems to know their path. Why can't I find mine?" Sage Alaric smiled gently and said, "Meet me tomorrow at the stone maze outside the village. I have something to show you." The next morning, Ewan arrived at the maze. Tall stone walls, narrow turns, confusing paths. It looked impossible to navigate. Sage Alaric lit a small lantern and handed it to Ewan. "Walk aside softly." "But I can't see the whole maze," Ewan replied nervously. "You don't need to," the sage answered. "Just trust the next step." Ewan began walking. The lantern showed only a small circle of light, just enough for a few steps. Ewan felt uncertain. What if this is the wrong way? Sage Alaric smiled. The wrong way teaches you where not to go. Even mistakes guide you. Slowly, step by step, the confusing maze started making sense. Paths that once seemed scary now looked familiar. Aaron's heartbeat steadied. After what felt like hours, Ewan reached the center of the maze. There stood a tall wooden platform. Sage Alaric said, "Climb it." When Ewan climbed up, he gasped from above. The maze looked simple, clear, beautiful. "It wasn't as impossible as I thought," he whispered. The sage nodded. Life is the same. When you're inside your problems, they look confusing. But when you grow, learn, and rise, you see everything clearly. A warm understanding washed over you. Sage Alaric placed a hand on Aaron's shoulder. "You feel stuck because you're still walking. You're still learning. You're still growing. Every wrong turn, every delay, every doubt is part of your map." Ewan finally felt hopeful for the first time in months. From that day, he stopped saying, "I'm lost." He began exploring new ideas, learning new skills, and taking small steps forward every day. Slowly, his path became clearer. People in the village said, "Ewan always finds a way, no matter how confusing life gets." Years later, he became a life coach, guiding others through their own mazes. Whenever someone asked, "How did you discover your direction?" Ewan smiled and said, "I walked with a small light until I learned to see from above." Remember, being lost doesn't mean you'll never find your way. It just means you're still walking. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, please subscribe for more.